You know how some songs are just catchy, and then others, they just hit you with something really deep? Well, that's what we're doing today. We're going to deconstruct the lyrics of the song Reflection and really dig into this one single powerful idea it presents, the idea that the world is your mirror. Right out of the gate, the song just drops this bombshell on us. It asks this incredibly provocative question, right? What if everything you experience, every single person you meet, every challenge, every single joy, what if none of that is actually separate from you? What if it's all just a reflection, a mirror image of what's happening inside of you? So this metaphor, this idea of the world as a mirror, it's absolutely the key to unlocking the whole song. So let's dive in and figure out what this mirror is all about. Okay, so here's the core idea the song is getting at. It's proposing that the world outside, it isn't just something that's happening to us. No, it's a projection from us. What you see out there is a direct reflection of what's going on in here. That's a pretty radical concept, right? It touches on some big psychological ideas, like projection. You know, that thing where we sometimes, without even realizing it, pin our own feelings and thoughts onto the world around us. I know, that sounds super abstract, doesn't it? The world is a projection. Okay, but how does that actually play out in our day-to-day lives? Well, the song gives us the perfect place to start. A really practical example, our relationships. And this line, it just illustrates the whole concept perfectly. It draws a straight line, a direct connection between the relationships we have on the outside and the one we have on the inside. Basically, the quality of our friendships is a mirror for the friendship we have with our own self. So think about it. Our relationships basically become this diagnostic tool. The way other people treat you, that's a mirror of how you're treating yourself. The kinds of friends you attract, that's a reflection of your own sense of self-worth. Let's try a quick thought experiment, just for a second. Think about one important relationship in your life right now. What is it reflecting back to you about your own self-love or that voice inside your head? The big takeaway from the song here, if you want to change those relationships on the outside, you've got to start the work on the inside first. Okay, so this brings us to the next really crucial piece of the puzzle, authenticity. Because you see, if you want that mirror to give you a clear, honest reflection, you have to be willing to show it who you really are. And bam, here it is, the song's direct call to action. It's telling us to take off that filtered mask. And we all know the one it's talking about, right? That perfect, polished version of ourselves we show the world, the one that hides all the messy bits we're not so proud of. So the lyrics are basically giving us a choice, a fork in the road. On one path, we can keep wearing the mask, hiding our imperfections, always looking for approval from others, presenting this kind of false self. Or we can take the other path and embrace ourselves in contrast. That means accepting all of it, the good, the bad, the messy, the whole shebang. It's a choice between needing validation from the outside versus practicing some radical self-acceptance. It's really about bringing in what some psychologists call our shadow self, all those parts we try to push away, instead of just pretending they're not there. And really, that's the bottom line, isn't it? You just can't get a clear, accurate reading from this mirror of life if you're not being real with yourself. It's only when you embrace that complete, authentic contrast inside of you that you can really start to see what the world is reflecting back at you. So this whole journey, this journey of self-reflection, it's about more than just our relationships. It actually leads us to the song's biggest, most mind-blowing realization about the nature of reality itself. It's pretty amazing, actually. The lyrics literally map out this journey of expanding consciousness. It starts small, on a personal level, right? Step one is seeing ourselves in another. You recognize a little piece of yourself in a friend or a partner, maybe even in someone you don't get along with. Then it gets bigger. Step two is seeing ourselves in it all, in nature and what's happening in the world, just everything. And then comes the final, truly mind-bending step, realizing all is us. That's the point where the line between you and the universe, it just completely dissolves. And just when you think you're wrapping your head around all that, the song throws in another layer. It calls life a replay. Whoa. What does that even mean? Well, it suggests that our experiences aren't just random events. They're more like a projection of a script that's already written inside our own consciousness. It's almost like our life isn't a live, unpredictable TV show, but a replay of our own internal programming. Okay, so let's put this all together. If the world is a mirror, and if life is a replay of what's going on inside us, Well, that brings us to the song's final and, I think, most important challenge. This is where it all clicks into place. If we accept these ideas as true, even just for a moment, then we can't be passive spectators anymore. We can't just sit back and let life happen to us. Nope, we are active participants. We're players in a game that we are helping to create. And that's when this final line hits with so much weight. It's the profound conclusion to this whole journey. When the song says, "Welcome to our reality," it's not just a casual greeting. It's this powerful, powerful moment of acceptance. It's that click of realizing that the reality you are living in right now is the one you are actively creating moment by moment with everything that's going on inside of you. Which, of course, leaves us with the song's final question, a question aimed directly at us, at you. It's not just about passively observing the reflection anymore. It's about taking responsibility for what we see in that mirror. So if this life is your mirror and it's your replay, the only question left is, how are you playing?